Welcome to Unplugged and Muted. This is episode number, I believe it's 7. Yeah, this is 7. But this week I have on Empty Graves, I have Ben, Brock, and Chase, all 3 members as of currently on this episode. I am so grateful for these guys because I made a human error. I made a human error when we first recorded this. I had them into the call for an hour and I didn't record their audio. So as I was getting around to like editing it over the weekend or getting ready to edit it, I was like, how am I going to break this to Ben? And I still feel terrible for it, but I am so thankful these guys were able to re-record and they're very open to it. And huge shout out to these guys. I actually really appreciate these guys and their work effort and just generally how nice they are. You know, it's that I feel like I shortchanged this episode a little bit, so I apologize to them and to you guys a little bit. Just because I felt like I wasn't totally on topic, because I've never had to reshoot a video, so it's like I didn't really know what else to talk about. You know, so we just kind of made chit chat. But I mean, it is a newer band, but still they are putting out some fantastic material. And actually, speaking of their material, I'm going to show you a little clip of their Witch Hunt song right now, and it's killer breakdown, and that's going to show you guys. And thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, Brock. Thank you, Chase, for getting together again and being so open to reshoot this. You guys are killers. Keep doing what you're doing. I really hope I can catch a show with you guys live sometime. And if you guys can, if you're in the Quad Cities, they're having a show this weekend Friday. It's at the Village Theater. I don't know who else it's with, but definitely go check them out if you can. They are just animals live. Go check them out, and thank you. This is Witch Hunt.
Okay. Hear me out.
Okay.
Let's just do a breakdown. That's like bow-now, bow-bow-now, bow-bow-now.
Isn't that just Rage Against the Machine?
I mean, yeah, but it's like way more metal.
I don't, probably like 2013, 2012.
They're so good.
Yeah, they're really good. They're more into almost like more adult humor now in terms of like what they're willing to say in public, but I think it's just kind of like how society's going. But
100%.
Yeah. But yeah, how are you guys doing?
Doing great, man.
Sweet.
Good.
So good.
That's good, yeah? You're just living the dream, man.
Always, dude.
Yeah, I know I had you guys on like 4 weeks ago now. I can't remember. It feels like forever ago. But I'm still rocking Witch Hunt, man. I still can't get over the little pre-breakdown part. I think I was just telling you guys about someone I just had on this podcast. That's going to be a future episode since this one's going to come out in 2 days. And I really appreciate you guys being able to record on a short notice. So yeah, no, I appreciate it. But yeah, I think it might have been. It was either him or Gary, and he's a Strandberg guy with the glasses on Instagram that does like all the Riffified videos and stuff. But are you guys gonna try and push out anything soon for a single? Or I know last time we guys all talked, it was like you guys shoot for like every month.
Yeah, no, I actually just sent the stems off for our next single yesterday, so hopefully within the next week or 2 we'll get that back. And we'll be planning for the next release there. Mm-hmm. And
nice.
The next one is almost done to be sent off after that. So
nice.
Dropped the lyric video for Witch Hunt today too.
Oh, that we do.
Really?
Yeah, you should check out the lyric video.
Yes.
It's comedy. Yeah.
Comedy. Yeah, you guys, I really, the more I look into your guys' like content on like social media and stuff, I'm like, honestly, this might be one of the cooler bands that are coming up right now. It's just like, I love memers. Like when I saw Look But Don't Touch by Polyphia and they're just goofing off the whole video, and I'm like, that's awesome. I just like people just not being scared to be fun and just be a kid on camera. Just like goof off, man.
That's the fun of it, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to be a stern metal guy. I want to go out and have fun, and
There's plenty of those.
100%.
Yeah, that reminds me of speaking of just having fun. I saw I the Breather in Iowa City this year, and like there was Sleepwaker and Curse's Execution Day, and that was a big lineup. But when Sean Spann from I the Breather got on the stage, he was like pretty drunk already, and when the breakdown was about to hit, he's like, "I want to see y'all motherfuckers do the stanky leg." Just super goofy, man. I loved it. But
This is great.
yeah, I'm not even really like the greatest Eye the Breather fan. I like the riff for the simplicity of like if I wanted to play something by them, easy and nice to pick up, and it doesn't like music doesn't have to be technical all the time. That's just like if I hear something technical, I'm like infatuated with it because I know I can't play it, but I wish I could. You know what I mean? But yeah, Speaking of, but have you guys been in any more concerts after that Skylark one?
I think that was our last show,
Yeah, that was
actually.
our last show.
Yeah, we have one coming up next week. Or this week.
This week.
Yeah, this
Nice.
Friday. Yeah, I'll be doing
Where?
another Village Theater.
Oh man, I'm gonna be in Iowa City for Monuments Friday.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Yeah. So sorry I'm not making it all the way back home to see you guys, but Monuments, I've been listening to them since like 2017, and I've been
So
infatuated with I the Creator. And that's
Nice.
like, yeah. It's just, yeah. And if I could get John Brown on that guitar with your name, Ben, that'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty tight. It would be. I doubt it. I highly doubt John Brown would be like, yeah, I'll sign your guitar. It's like, that's,
I mean, probably.
Yeah, if you give him the chance, take him 2 seconds.
yeah.
And another stuff.
Yeah. It's just like for something like that, I'd want to like text him like ahead of time, so then he'd like know at the concert. Just so it's like I don't even know where I'd find him. I don't know if like Monuments is like big enough to have a merch guy and everything, where they're not really the ones dealing with merch, so they can just kind of like just be entertaining the VIP people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's a possibility.
Yeah, but have you guys seen any concerts recently?
Not recently, man.
Okay.
I feel like I've just been like preparing for hours, and that's like
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Plus, we were finishing up those singles, so like
Right.
it has been very busy
Yeah.
for the last few weeks.
No, I totally get it. I don't even know if anyone's... Well, I know there's the one Signs of the Swarm with Vajalda at Iowa City. There's that one. That's going to be...
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
to go to that.
Yeah. Signs
Story
of the
of my life.
Swarm, super killer live. I've seen them twice this year. If I were to recommend any band that wasn't at the Skylark one, it'd probably be Signs of the Swarm live.
Didn't you just go to Ramstein?
Oh yeah, it's a lie. I did just
Oh,
go to one.
yeah. Yeah, I had a buddy
Yeah.
go there, too. How'd you like that?
Oh, it was great. I mean, it's the second time I saw him, and it was at Soldier Fields, so
Yeah.
it was definitely different to see him outside opposed to inside. But I mean, it was great.
Probably way more pyrotechnics, right?
Oh no, they don't fuck around either way. They definitely. I mean, this tour they have like giant pylons in the crowd that shoot off fire.
Yeah.
So I mean, they've included higher fire for sure.
It's actually under certain people's seats, so depending on the tickets you got,
Yeah.
you just blast.
You get burned.
They're very metal. it's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, no, my buddy showed me a couple pictures, like 10 pictures or whatever, and like their vocalist having the fire jetpack thing on or whatever. And like that's tight, man.
Oh yeah, the guitarists have flamethrowers as well.
Yeah, attached to their guitars, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's they're probably the best show I've ever seen. Like, it's not even a contest. So to see them again was really nice. I think it was like 10 years ago I saw them.
Yeah,
last.
how old are they getting now? They've been around for a long time.
I mean, shit. They were probably in their 20s and like the 80s. I mean, no shit, they're probably pushing 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a believable answer. That's a very believable answer. And it's like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel bad for not like really ever listening to them because it's like I know they're like it's like saying you've never listened to Meshuggah before, It's like the same popularity in terms of like metal names. I don't know if it's just like the German that throws me off, but hey, different stories.
Yeah, I mean, they
different
still
folks.
are slightly specific,
Yeah,
they're still German and it is industrial. So if you don't like industrial, you might not like it. And if you don't like being confused by German, you probably don't like it. But
yeah. No,
if you do,
yeah.
though, fantastic.
I'm like 50% German, so it feels like a hate crime to myself for like not even like giving it a shot. You know what I mean? It's
No,
like,
it's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Now, no,
yeah. I just try and listen to like so much different music, and there's like so much music that I'm like, oh, this is dropped. I have to check this out, and then next week is like a whole new thing, and digesting so much music, man.
It's a lot.
But if you were to recommend any Rammstein songs, Well, just give me like 2 or 3. Other than
Do Doot.
Okay. So I know Du Hast is like number 1.
I mean, that's just like one of their first bangers of all time. But Do Re So Good is my favorite song. That one just bops. And it's an older song. Newer songs, just to get the spread. Hayater Mesh is pretty sick. Really, anything off of Libya Spiralida is top-notch quality for being a newer album. By newer, I mean like 2010. But no, I mean I would do anything off of that album and do Reach So Good, honestly.
All right, I'll have to give those a check when I'm having a little bit of free time. But
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what we agree with.
Okay, all right. In terms of your guys' writing, how many songs are like being worked on in the process that haven't been released yet?
So as of right now, the one we just shipped off, the next single, 2 more that are in the hole after that, which we're deciding to either do singles or group them together. And then once we decide what we do with those, we're going to actually do a full album. So, which I've already slowly started working on very lightly right now. So I guess a whole album and 4 other singles right now as we speak.
Yeah, take me through the writing process. I'm curious, because like honestly, today is the first day I ever played guitar with drums, and I know it's like 8 years in. It's like, really, come on, dude. You know what I mean?
It's a big step, man.
Yeah.
James,
well, it was just YouTube drums, so it wasn't even real drums. But I'm like, at least it's like I can play along to a song, but I can't play along to a metronome. I don't know why, but the drums is kind of like that, starting to cross the bridge over into the metronome world. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's a good thing to do. It keeps you in time, and you don't think about it when there's drums, but you think about it when there's a metronome. So
yeah,
it's hard to turn the metronome mind off and just kind of feel it. But no, it's a good step, man. Just keep at it.
Yeah. So take me through your writing process, because I want to say, from what I remember last time, I think Ben, you're the big guy, kind of writing most of this stuff. Yeah.
At least until we get to the album, but
yeah.
Usually there's either one giant influential idea, or like a certain riff or a certain kind of theme for a part of a song that I really enjoy that I wrote, and then I sort of base the song around that, in a sense. And it really, it just kind of comes together like clockwork. It once I get the riff, I have a thing in mind for some MIDI parts. I'll ship the MIDI parts out to Brock here. He'll send me back the MIDIs. I'll finish up the demo in a day. Like, once I start the process, I pretty much just get it done immediately. But I'm always mentally playing guitar, so even when I'm at work, stocking shelves and whatnot, I'm kind of writing it mentally. And then once I get home, I just kind of crank it out, get everything written down, and then it just comes together pretty easy for me.
So in your head, I don't know how much you watch TikTok, but there's this guy called the homie Larry or whatever, and he does like public deathcore screams. Like he's like buying beer metal edition and just doing all these just crazy vocal ranges for your like Bush Light, Voodoo Ranger, White Claw, The Maker's Mark, all kinds of stuff like that. It's just awesome. It's just a compilation of all kinds of screams, and yeah. That's what you're like in your head for writing guitar stuff.
Pretty much 24/7. I'll just think of a kind of a cool riff in my head, and then I'll just kind of like, oh, you know what needs to go after that? Like this kind of part. And by the time I get home to start, picking up the guitar and booting up the DAW, I'm already pretty much have a song written in my mind, and I just got to kind of figure it out on guitar, make any changes I need, and once I'm writing it, there's probably a couple small changes, and I'll add the MIDI, if it strikes me.
No, that's good though. That's good. Because it's like, I'm always curious as like what people's writing like derives from. So it's like at work, are you listening to music while at work?
No, typically just podcasts or just YouTube videos. Really anything. Political debates. Movie reviews. I'm not even listening to music typically. Just in my brain is always kind of ticking with a sweet idea from something I remember from 20 years ago, or maybe it was something hot I saw live, last week, and it kind of triggers like a little idea in my head.
Yeah.
And my brain kind of holds all those in a vacuum, and then I just play with them in my mind 24/7.
It's like the skit clip in Witch Hunt. That's just what's going on all the time.
All the
time.
It's just like, let me do a riff like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much where that came from. That's just like what was in my head when I put it.
Yeah, well, I was gonna make a joke if you listen to music. I'm like, so on the way home before you wrote that little breakdown to Witch Hunt where you listen to Rage Against the Machine, but
I wasn't, but I mean, it hit me after I wrote it that I definitely had to YouTube the song just to see how close it was, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a Rage Against the Machine.
It's
song.
pretty close.
It's really close.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. It fits so good. Yeah.
So we had to beat him with a joke.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. Like, honestly, because like I felt bad. Like I told you guys before, because the Skylark thing, I think on their thing it said like it starts at 6 and at 5:30 Thad was like, hey, where are you guys? And I'm like, huh? I'm like, what do you mean? We're playing Battlefield right now. And he's like, well, Empty Graves is playing. I'm like, oh man, all right, we're on our way. So we're there like 20 minutes later. But
I mean, to be fair, that's the only concert in the history of concerts that started early.
That's true.
That's never happened before, actually. I checked with the government.
You checked the Wayback Machine or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly, yes. They said doors at 5:30, and then they had us go up at 5:30, and I was like, am I in a different universe right now? What happened?
Yeah, we're getting a Guinness plaque next week. So I don't think we'll ever be beaten.
Perfect. That's awesome. But yeah, did you guys like or at least how the crowd was at the Skylark one?
It was pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty decently receptive, and even for it starting early and not a lot of people being there, it was still a decent amount of people for being early. Mm-hmm. And no, for a lot of people we haven't seen at shows before, especially, like, I think the reception was pretty good considering our situation. So
yeah, as much I was to not hear Doppelganger live, without that happening, I don't even know if we'd be having this podcast. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like stuff works out in crazy ways. It's like I had Alex on for number 3, and now I'm going to have so much fun listening back to this and saying I have to redact this, I have to redact this. Because all the names I've mentioned so far, it's like, oh my god, killing me. But it's like I like sharing to people that are, more popular than me. Just saying, hey, it's like I'm having so-and-so that's even more popular on. So it's like, they can, have a little faith that this may or may not do something for them, It's like, right? Yeah, because it's like, I 40 subs, 45 subs on YouTube. So it's like, but I know YouTube's like not the main podcast platform. It's more like Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts. Speaking of which, I am up on all 3 now. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pricier than DistroKid. I think that's what, $20 a year.
Yeah, something like that.
Bad.
This is like $36 a month. but you know what? It's for the love of what it is, right? So it's like, this is like the happiest $36 subscription thing I've ever had. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not, to me, it's not a bill. It's an investment, right? It's like, hey, I'm gonna, So, and talking to. Who was I talking to? I've talked to so many people, but just like, because I talk a lot about this, is the same topics, but I think it was Kyle. It was Kyle from Doppelganger, their bassist, and the initial investment that goes into trying to be a content creator or, a musician, and it's like, oh, I have to go pay for the mixes and masters if I don't know how to do it, and most beginning musicians don't, or they don't want to take the time to learn it because that's more time taken away than perfecting the craft they do want to be good at. It's like there's so many different things you have to pay for that a lot of people really don't see, because it's usually like shadowed overhead that you have to do in the background for music. So,
especially if you're trying to do it seriously, it's
it's
a giant investment.
People think buy their gear and that's all they need. I mean, even for every single, you have to have your artwork. You have to do some piece of content, whether it's lyric video, music video, just a graphic video, something. You got to put it out. You have to have, like you were just saying, your DistroKid. You have to have your distribution. And there's There's a ton. You know, you're mixing and mastering. You're recording if you don't have your own, you know, trackability and stuff like that. I do think people underestimate what it takes. I mean, we can spend up to, you know, $1,000 on a single song, you know, if we didn't have some of the resources we do. So it definitely gets a little crazy sometimes. Yeah,
no, I totally get it. It's not like, well, I don't know what you guys do for work, but it's like, I don't imagine, like, you know, it helps that, you know, we're from like the Quad City area, so the cost of living's not outrageous like LA or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's like, not everyone has like 6-figure jobs a year, and you know, if you do, congratulations, but if you don't, you know, most people don't, right? It's and it, like I said, it helps that we're like around the Quad Cities area, so it's like there is pretty affordable housing options, but at the same time, because of that, the minimum wage is kind of like lower in areas, so it's like, you know, you have your ups and downs with it, but at the same time, investing that much money into something that's not going to see the returns of, like, let's say an investment account, right? Like if you go with a financial advisor, or even, I don't know, maybe a CD in a bank now, but
right.
You know, but that's the beauty of it. That's why I'm having you guys on, because you guys are doing something different. You're taking a risk, and I love people that take risks. I love showing off those people, like, look, they're doing something, you should do something too with your life, rather than just working 9 to 5.
Oh yeah, that's the goal. So I mean, it's nice to be able to have fun and have it be received pretty well as well. So
oh yeah,
just more encouraging to keep being yourself when making art.
That's kind of it. We're not like, I guess, I don't think we're necessarily trying to like do anything specific. It's more of just, we're kind of letting ourselves be naturally silly. We all hang out and we're goofy guys. We're like, you know, what's the point of trying to hide that and, you know, be all stern because we're in a metal band? It's like, just be us. You know, people like authenticity, especially nowadays.
Oh yeah. Like authenticity is what made me interested in you guys, like with the whole witch hunt thing and all that. I'm like, this is awesome. So with witch hunt, did you guys play that at Skylark?
We did, yep.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
That's awesome. Did the crowd like it?
It seemed like it. There was some. We have a good crowd of people that come like for us. Like we have kind of our crew, and everyone was already fairly familiar with it, so they were getting down, and you know, it definitely seemed like some of the new people were into it. So yeah, we were really happy to get to bust that one out. We've been super excited about it. Yeah, that's still a nice one that comes across my like songs right at the top. I'm like, oh yeah. Dude, I'll shout that song out for you guys for the next couple of podcast guests that are metal artists, and be like, hey, I got a song for you, man. Because I think I shared it with. I would love a meme tour, like if you guys ever just like got big enough to do something across the Midwest. Because now Isaac is in, I want to say Minneapolis, so he's just right over in Minnesota. So once you guys, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, dude, I love just people being goofy on stage, like that I the Breather one where he's like, I want to see y'all do the stinky leg. Stuff like that's perfect. Or wait, if you incorporated the wait, what if we do a breakdown like this? On like live, like you guys somehow like were able to like pause and unpause the backing track live and then just do like a whole little skit thing there. Perfect. Just
I know it's in there. So.
Oh yeah. Did you do anything like that for Witch Hunt? Like any live little skit thing?
Oh, we do the whole thing. We do the whole thing. The whole track we do live, yeah.
Really?
Including the skits. Yep.
Nice. That is awesome, man.
Oh yeah, that's what makes it great. We put the memes in, we take the memes out, and we do them. So we're committed.
Yeah, so it's like a whole little acting performance up there too. That is sick, man. That's what's gonna get you guys. I'm willing to bet money on that one. That's what's gonna get you guys. Man. Yeah.
Like, I know. I unironically listen to us a good deal as well. It's just a good time. It's just fun. You can almost hear the fun being had while it's being recorded. Yeah. It's just good time.
Especially in Witch Hunt. And I think, to me, this is just what's going to come with as you guys get more liquidity into the project. Better mixes. That's just personally, So it's like, you guys have good riffs, but I feel like such an asshole when I'm like listening to metal music. I'm like, I just don't like the mix, but I'm like, but there could be like really cool dudes like you guys. But it's like, it's all a money game. It's just like politics, man. It's sad to think about, but the more money you got, the better you can do. But yeah, so it's like I always keep that in mind when I'm like listening to you guys' music. It's like I know these guys are local. I know the Quad City is not a big scene for hardcore stuff or deathcore even. So it's like I'm like pretty lenient with the mix, but it's at the same time it's in my like songs for a reason. It's because of that. Wait. What if we do the that's so it's like you don't have to rely on just a good mix. You don't have to be Daft Punk, right? Like that's personally my favorite guy for mixing, but I think you guys have something really under your belt that you don't need a ton of money for, and that's the beauty of it.
True.
Yeah,
man. Like I said, just authenticity. People can see that it's real, And
yeah.
We're the three guys having a good time, and
yeah.
I love that we're saying like, oh, we're just having a great time, and Witch Hunt's so fun, and they're gonna go watch the lyric video. It's not fun.
I know.
Those brutal lyrics we have. It's like funny skits and then just disgusting lyrics and like it's still heavy metal. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Do we want to do a live listen through right here? If you want to.
I haven't seen the lyric video yet. So
that's true.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Live reaction to the live. Yeah, let's do that.
Here, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna have to. How am I gonna do this, dude? I'll just share the screen. Yeah. Well, I think I can only record one screen at a time. So it's I guess, yeah, this is just going to be a weird part of the episode where it's going to be a black screen while I'm going through YouTube.
That's alright.
You could probably just...
Which one? Yeah, Empty Graves. Okay. Empty Graves.
I will say on a note to that production value thing, the new album we're writing, we are going to go full bore on the production, so... the new album should be hilarious and should be top-notch production as well. So
that's awesome.
You get both on the album. So.
What's the account the lyric video is uploaded on?
Just Empty Graves.
I think it's our Empty Graves one.
Yeah, because I'm just seeing like a dash topic.
Oh yeah, there's that too. There's a.
Let me see. Come on, quit being temperamental here. Witch Hunt, Empty Grave. Let me just type in lyric video.
Oh yeah, I would do lyric video as well.
Here, let me share my screen so you can see what I'm seeing.
Yeah, say it.
Popped up.
This is what I have. Witch Hunt, Empty Graves lyric video.
Yeah, I'm seeing the same stuff.
Hold on. That's super weird.
Just type in Empty Graves.
Yeah, or just search for the song. Yeah, if you search for the song, our action.
All right, so this is Empty Graves' newest lyric video, Witch Hunt, and Witch Hunt. Oh my God, I'm saying Witch Hunt and not Witch Hunt. Witch Hunt came out. Was it 2 months ago?
Not even a month.
Not even a month.
Less than a month.
3.5 weeks, maybe.
Holy cow! I guess I've just listened to it a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Witch Hunt lyric video by Empty Graves.
Oh, we still got the audio.
This is some. You still don't have the audio?
Nope.
It's all good.
But like I said, it's all good as long as you can hear it.
Okay.
We'll just look at your face when it gets to that part.
Yeah.
All right. The artwork's really nice. I'll give you that.
No, we ordered out for the art as well. So that's another part of being a band that you don't really consider.
Okay, it's a nice point. I just want to make sure. Nice. This is sick. Yeah, this is some sick guitar right here.
Thank you.
Reminds me of Knock Loose a lot.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was today.
Yeah, just chromatic chugging.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just do a breakdown. That's like bow, 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 bow.
Isn't that just Rage Against the Machine?
I mean, yeah, but it's like way more metal.
Oh, yeah. That's sick. Yeah. This is nice, man.
Thank you, bro.
So, what's with the what was the inspiration for this part where you're kind of like switching pace?
Yeah, so that is part of the song, kind of perspectives in the story. Most of the song is from the perspective of the witch hunters that are going around and doing the killing. The very last breakdown after the kind of slow-mo section there, that is then switching to the perspective of the quote-unquote witches of the story, coming back to kind of get their revenge on the witch hunters. So that's kind of why it's all like phased out. Like I almost imagine the guy gets knocked out before that section and he's waking up and it's all like slow-mo, and then that breakdown comes in hard.
Nice. Yeah, this is a sick fucking song when you break it down like that, man.
Oh, thank you. No,
Yeah.
we try to stay theatric, and I love I love storytelling, and it's always fun to write from multiple perspectives and stuff.
Yeah. No, that was super nice. All right, I'm gonna put you guys back on the main screen now.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah, man. No, that was thanks for letting me share that. And I will have that linked in the description, absolutely, along with your guys' other socials. Do you guys have a LinkTree?
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Sweet. Yeah, so then I can get the LinkTree on there and then that lyric video. And then if you guys got a merch shop too, I'll put that individual link in there as well. And
Awesome.
I probably will buy merch because it's like, it's like you guys are super nice. And I felt like a total bitch when I opened up the like Sony Vegas. And I'm like, I hear 2 tracks of me and that is the same audio file and I was like, man. This is gonna be. I was just texting, or I was typing out the message to Ben. I was like really analyzing. I'm like, how can I like just like berate myself so Ben can't? It's like.
Don't worry, buddy. I go through that all the time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you.
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it though.
No, dude, it gave us a chance to shout out the lyric video and everything. We didn't have that out of the
Yeah.
blessing in disguise.
Yeah. And we got the sound check done. Sound check. I don't know where we're gonna slip that in that. I don't know if that should be like kind of like an outro Easter egg type deal or something. That was awesome. But no, so if you guys were going to collaborate with anyone, who would you want to collaborate with on a song?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
This is another one of those live or dead collaborations.
It can be multi-genre, live or dead. We'll stick with that.
I mean, the name Empty Graves, like zombies and shit, kind of screams horrorcore.
Yeah.
Ice Nine Kills,
There you go.
That would fit our theatrics. I mean, people that are active right now, I mean, obviously we can get someone gnarly like, Taylor Suffers or someone like that's kind of popping on the scene right now. I don't know. I would also love to play with somebody from a different genre and see what we could do. I mean, I don't know if we'd be able to work that out, but like I would love even like featuring a rapper or something if we can make it fit properly, or just do something interesting. I mean, I'd be super down to have another like just gnarly metal vocalist or something like that, but like I'm always down to mix it up and keep it fun too.
Look for like an underground Scarlord. Like maybe not like I don't know how popular he is. I just know like I listened to him like 2018, and like that style of rap didn't really make it to the main scene yet. Like other than like XXXTentacion's songs or like stuff like that. But but
Ghostman's kind of up there.
Yeah. Him and X were like the two I think that were main for it. But is Scarlord big now or?
I mean, I think he's doing all right, but everyone's got a price, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're going to open that wallet up and we'll see what's going on.
Yeah. It all depends on how much you guys want to throw it.
What we really need to do is buy a Snoopiverse.
Yeah, that'll put us on.
Yeah, do like $100,000 or something. Do a Kickstarter.
Oh my god, yeah. Be
Get
like,
a snooper in one of these things.
That'd be amazing.
that would be tight. How do you try and fit it in? That's what I want to know.
I think we send him the beat, and we do some like instead of like trap metal, it's like trapcore, like some death trap.
All right.
And yeah, we send him the beat, and maybe we just input it in there, and then do some 8-string deathcore on top of it or some shit.
Or you could try to get like a cameo just for like 20 seconds in it, like a little meme skit thing in there.
Yeah, true.
Right, yeah.
That too.
That'd be tight. That'd be tight.
We'll probably have to trick someone. We'll send them an actual rap beat, and then we'll just take their vocal stems and write a song around it. And we'll have to trick someone into it, but it'll be dope.
That'd actually be a very neat experiment to see if you could do that. I would love that. And another idea for you guys, like, I don't know how much you want to do with content creation, but ever since like Periphery did their P4 documentary, I have been like so fascinated with that. I'm like, I love watching like other people work on stuff I find interesting. So it's like seeing the process of like tracking and recording and writing and, just bullshitting or like getting even like frustrated with something is like, well, just seeing how you guys work to overcome like the little roadblockers. I just think like little documentary stuff of a project are freaking awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. When we now that we're doing more on social media, we're definitely starting to do that, and certainly once we get together and we all get together and try to write this album, it's definitely something we've been talking about doing. Just always having cameras going at all times and piece together a nice little chunk of everyone tracking and whatnot. So
yeah,
maybe you'll get one of those too.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. But like, so I was talking to Dave yesterday from Sentinels, and he, I was talking to him because I'm like, I like buying like just like a little bit of merch from bands at shows. It's because it's like I know usually, the headliner gets the most, and then it just kind of like trickles down from there. So it's like if I like a band, I'm like, hey, they actually gave a really good performance, and I kind of want to be like, not to be like, oh, you're a good boy, you get a reward, you get a treat. It's like a dog, right? It's like, you know what I mean? But it's like, I want to be like, hey, I get just like a second or two to talk to them, like, hey, good job, I like what you guys do. Just like, even though I didn't get to see your guys set at Skylark, I went over to Ben, I'm like, hey, are you in Empty Graves? Sign this guitar. Yeah, because I'm like, like as like a smaller guitarist, like even Doppelganger, like Alex and Kyle was like, I never thought I'd do that in my life. It was like, because like I don't care whose name is on there, like locally, like I don't care how big you are if you're local, because it's like, why? Like I'm not gonna gatekeep my guitar from people in like my hometown. It's like, put your name on there, get your name on there with like someone cool, man.
100%. It's about the memories too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's like I don't know, man. I just really think what you guys are doing are the shit. Because it's like, back in high school, I was like so dead set on being a guitarist because I saw Motley Crue live, and maybe that was the worst decision of my life because it was like all through high school I was like, man, fuck college, I don't even want to go. But here I am, senior year. And yeah, it the whole time through high school, I was just like so fixated on Motley Crue, and I'm like, I am gonna be the next Mick Mars, except my back doesn't have problems like his does, right? Yeah, and not to make that a joke too much because I know he has the ankylosing spondylitis stuff, but he kicks so much ass when he picks up that guitar, like. But I just hate that he's such a little turd when it comes to, hey, you are not allowed to have my tone at all. Yeah. He has custom wound pickups from nobody knows who he is from like Tennessee in his guitar. Never has a signature guitar, nothing. No one like knows what his rig is. It's just ridiculous. But
hey, I mean, I can't blame him. He's got his own thing, wants to keep it. Like, that's fair.
No, I totally respect it. It's just like you find something so good, you're like, damn, I want that, but I can't have it. It's like not even money could buy it, right? Because it's just Mick Mars, and I know at the end of the day, a person's playing style has a lot to do with the tone you get. Oh yeah. But I swear, Mick Mars is hiding some freaking magic, and I'm like, stop it. You know, it is what it is. Everyone has their own preference when it comes to, oh, this is my baby. Don't touch my baby. I said don't touch my baby. You know what I mean? It's like very, very protective of their musical property. I totally get it. Totally get it.
And everyone's like, I want to buy your baby. And
you know, it's like, yeah. It's like the most beautiful baby in the world and no one can see it. But, yeah. Is there... Okay, so we went through collaborating. Who would you pick if it had to be with, like, a metal musician?
I mean, if we're being serious, I think it'd be pretty cool to, was it Franz from Attila?
That was the first thing.
That'd be tight.
Like,
yeah, no, it's one of our. I checked in our statistics, and it's one of the bands that comes up most in the playlists that we're in. Is Attila, and since Brock, did payback with Attila on stage, it'd be kind of cool to see if maybe we can pay Franz to do a feature on one. Very, very seriously, I think it's probably that and Hunt the Dinosaur, but I definitely
get another chopper.
Yeah, it's Attila and Hunt the Dinosaur are like two of our main playlist bands.
Hell yeah!
And I mean, it's just because of that sweet, sweet hot fire that Brock be spitting. So yeah, it would just be cool to do a throwback where we get Franz, and on the video we can even throw back to the video, and then that'd be kind of sweet.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I say 100% go for it. Make it happen. Use that networking that Brock got and get them on there. I think that would put you guys in the scene.
No, we could definitely reach out to their management and see what they want for it.
So everyone's got a price.
Yeah, everyone's got a price.
It's controversial because people hate him or something. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The key is to be a little controversial, but
just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a fine line you got to toe out.
Yes.
But ultimately, it's your guys' project, and when I think I mentioned this last time after the podcast ended, but when I'm like listening to music, I don't give two shits about the political views of the band that I'm listening to. But at the same time, if they want to spread a message about what political views they have, like Green Day or Rage Against the Machine, I don't care. If it's good and solid sounding, I'm gonna listen to it, even if I oppose opinions, because at the end of the day, I don't think my opinions are better than anyone else's. It's like everyone has specific opinions for specific reasons. People have bad run-ins with law enforcement, and they're like, oh, maybe the police does need swap around with their funding. But then other people do get pretty lucky with police. Fortunately, I had a good run-in with one, and I had a pretty not so good speeding ticket. He knocked it down pretty good. So I was like, hey man, I appreciate you. But it's just like people go through different experiences, so people have different things to say about different things. And I think everyone should have a voice and an outlet, especially in this day and age when you have freaking Twitter, not MySpace. I don't know why that was the second thing that came to my head, but Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Reddit, all these different things. Go find your community. That's really what social media is about, man.
Well, that's the great thing about art, man. If I wasn't in this band writing the songs we were writing, I'd be an incel on Reddit, just fucking typing out rant messages for 12 hours a day. Like, it's cause you got to get it out somehow. And I feel like that's the beautiful thing about art. It kind of helps you concentrate that and put it out. No,
that's how I'm getting my juice from the podcast, man. Like, that's what's keeping me off Reddit, too, I don't even really use it. I don't really use Reddit. Reddit's like one of those things I get scared by. I'm like, I just look at the comments and I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's a dark side of the internet, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's that, 4chan, even Twitter. Twitter I try and stray away from, too. I just I don't know, I like going through the Instagram videos.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my main thing. Even like TikTok now, I'm like, I don't know, man.
TikTok's got me, man. So I think about quitting the band because I'm just TikToking now. It's just crazy. It's a problem.
Are you creating? Are you creating on TikTok?
Yeah. I'm trying to. We use it a lot just to push the band and stuff like that, and that's one of the biggest ways to get discovered nowadays. It's probably where we've gotten most of our traction. I would argue is a lot of a lot through TikTok, and that kind of helps get you a broader audience and stuff. So. If you're an artist out there and you're not on TikTok and all social media, to be fair, but TikTok is a big one, man. That's a good rule of thumb that I like to use is like, look at what pop music is doing. Like, as much as we don't want to be like pop music or whatever, you know, when you look at some of the marketing tactics and stuff that these bigger artists are using, you know, that's something that even metal musicians can use to their advantage. And almost every single pop song that is blowing up right now starts on TikTok. Like, it's just, that's the world that we're living in right now. So, you know, you gotta either get with the times or fall behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. It's just like, there's so many new social medias that just keep coming out. It's like, how many are, you know, content creators gonna have to jump onto, and how many different things are they gonna have to post to try and like find, especially even like for new ones. It's like, you know, once you get big enough, you can just kind of choose which one you're on, and people will come to you rather than you trying to come to other people. So it's like when you're starting out, it's just like, holy shit, man. Because like, even like when I'm doing these podcasting, it takes me like 2 hours to like get it sent out to everywhere, because I'm sending the link to like everybody individually, like everyone I'm like communicate with, and I'm like, and I even got this one person, and they're not going to hear this because they're like, oh, I don't listen to podcasts, so they won't hear this anyways, but they're like, stop sending me your podcast, I don't listen to them. And I'm like, everyone gets it, I can't. Yeah, it's like, yeah, so I think I replied, like, you know how Snapchat, it was over Snapchat, you know how Snapchat decided to try to be iMessage with their iMessage games? Yeah. So then I figured out, sadly had to figure out how to send like a iMessage game over Snapchat. As kind of like my response to them saying, hey, stop sending me links. I'm like, they're going to be really happy with the Empty Graves one. You guys might get some nasty hate mail. So just from that person, just...
Hell yeah.
I'm very excited.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll send the link.
No, dude, if you guys want to share it, it means a lot to me. Just like all I'm kind of like looking for is just like one share, even just like on an Instagram story. But
we'll share it on everything we got.
It's gonna get blasted, son. Don't worry.
The cool thing was the home team. They got 300,000 monthly on Spotify, and they still shared it on like, on their main band page and everything. Like that's really sweet. So it's like, great. Seeing the like even bigger people be humble. Like, we know, you know, the beginnings are the tough times. We'll give you a hand, even if it's just as simple as, you know, I tag them in my story, and then it's just a click and a click and a click to get it on their story. You know what I mean? But it still means a lot to me that they're like, hey, we gave you our time and we'll give you a shout out. You know, it's like, it's pretty sweet. Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about those guys. I absolutely love that band. I'm really glad to see they're doing well.
Yes, they're actually coming to Iowa for the first time on September 26th. It's going to be about 10 minutes from my current standing.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so I was living back at home in the Quad Cities when I interviewed them. And I'm like, hey, have you guys ever played in Iowa? They're like, no, but we're going to have one September 26th. And I'm like, where? They're like, in Ames. I'm like, get out of here. Like, your first show in Iowa. But, yeah. If you guys want to make the trip and go see them, I think it's like $10-$14.
Dude, I might. They're one of my big listens right now.
Yeah, I don't know where you guys are in the Quad Cities, but it's at least 2.5 hours to get to Ames.
A little road should never hurt nobody.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to see Monuments Friday. Yeah, so because like I'm trying to see Monuments Friday because it's like they're in Des Moines Thursday. Or Friday's Iowa City. I'm going to go 2 hours Iowa City, 2 hours back to Ames, and like an hour south of Des Moines after that. And then I'm going to wake up the next day at like 8 a.m. to go play golf because it's a family member's birthday. But you only live one life, man. Better have fun with it.
This is the game, man. You got to get out there and network.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything you guys want to tell the fans? Like, or just fans of music or fans of you guys, or any message you guys want to put out about Empty Graves. I don't know why, like, the band Curses just popped into my hand or head. God, I'm slipping, man. It's been a long day.
It's a Monday. I get it, bro. No, I mean, honestly, all I have to say is to stay tuned because we've got a ton coming, man. You know, we're really, really happy and proud of Witch Hunt. We're really glad it's doing well. And, I mean, obviously the key is to try to make every song your next best, and we're gonna continue to try to do that. And you know, I know we got music videos in the talks, and you know, obviously more songs. So yeah, just stay tuned, man. We got a lot coming.
I'm gonna stay tuned for sure, and I gotta keep my guitars tuned, you know, for playability reasons. But yeah, but are you guys 8-string or 7-string?
Well,
6.
Oh yeah, the Fender Stratocaster, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too, dude. I'll show you mine.
The face of realization.
Yeah, dude, I'm like, who did I have on here that also plays on a HSS, man? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what gauge do you play with?
I think it's 52 to 11, maybe 52 to 12, something like that.
I think it's is it the green pack?
Oh no, it's like the big fat boys. I kind of use a little bit of both. The purple Slinkies used to be perfect, but then they made the higher strings like a lighter gauge, so I had to kind of mix the orange Genty pack with the purple power pack. So yeah, it's like 52, 48, 42, 30 something, 20 something, like 12. They're really thick.
Yeah, I just put 12 to 52 on. Actually, that guitar you guys, Ben signed at the show. Man, look at all those signatures, man. Look at all those.
Hey.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's making it.
I know. I'm going to try and get John Brown on there and Andy Sizek from Monuments Friday. Yeah. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be
dope.
Oh, my God. Are you guys seeing any more shows this year that you want to see?
I think the only one I have planned is In This Moment in Milwaukee. I'm going up with my girlfriend and her fam, so I don't really even listen to them, but they keep popping up in my ether lately, probably because I've been Googling tickets and whatnot. But no, I think that's the only one I have planned. But there's definitely been a few. I always want to go to some, but personal life is pretty hectic, so making time has to be pretty thoroughly planned, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm trying to see, Friday Monuments, September 26th, the home team. Brock, if you can make it, we can hang out, do whatever. Then because I don't think you signed the guitar.
That's true.
And then Chase, if you want to come up, you can sign the guitar too. I don't care. We'll all hang out.
I already signed it.
Oh, you did? Oh, I thought it was just Ben. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, Chase, you can come up and see the home team anyways. I know you like them too.
Yeah, I mean, that's sweet in itself.
Yeah. It'd be cool to hang out, man. Just shoot the shit at the show. And there's if you guys like barbecue, there's actually a really good Hickory House. Yeah, but it's like been around for like 75 years, and that's kind of like the staple of Ames or whatever. But if you guys like barbecue, I'm telling you, that's the cat's meow.
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you. They got some like big, nice 1-pound burgers in there, man. It's like just massive. You look at it, you're like, is that gonna fit in my mouth, man? It's like like hydraulic press it down to even like bite into it. But no, dude, they got some good food. Even the Quad Cities got some good food too, man.
Yeah. No, we definitely have some staples that I recommend when people come through.
What do you recommend?
There's the big ones.
Yeah. What are you recommending to newcomers into the Quad Cities?
Oh, man. All right. You gotta hit. You already had some on your tongue. I saw you.
Well, Whitey's.
Whitey's.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You gotta hit the Whitey's. You gotta hit. This one might be a little more obscure to some. I'm gonna say Grinder's Spaghetti House.
Okay.
I think the Grinder's Gondola is like the best sandwich you can get in town.
Personally, I'd go with Jim's Rib Haven.
Oh, Jim's is great.
Yep. Or Harris Pizza. The QC style pizza, the like thin crust.
All right, that's a controversial one. That's a controversial one.
I live here, bro. I can't fuck with QC style pizza.
I can't either.
By not cutting it in triangles, but people like it, and I respect everyone's opinion, even when it's wrong.
You can ask. You can ask to get it cut into triangles.
Yeah, I guess, but I shouldn't have to ask them to do it correctly.
They're gonna look down on
I shouldn't. I'm just saying, you make pizza, so make pizza. Hungry Hobos local.
Oh yeah.
I
Is
wish
it
they were
really?
more on the downswing.
Oh no. Well,
They
there we go.
don't have any employees, so
Talk about getting hate on this episode, man. The hobo's coming after you.
dude, I'm a diehard hobo fan too, and like the last 5 times it's been terrible.
Damn, dude.
All right, well.
Oh no. Oh
We'll
no.
leave that name out.
Rest in peace, to Hungry Hobo.
Rest in peace to Hungry Hope. I didn't even know they're really local.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
How local?
I think they're just QC,
I think so as well. Yep.
just as local as Whitey's, probably more local.
Yeah, Whitey's, man. I don't know. I can't ever go there and not see a line of people.
Oh, it's
Like, they
100%.
are-
Yeah, dude, and people will that is the only place I've seen in the dead of winter. People will wrap around the ice cream shop to get ice cream. It's like, you're out of your mind.
And when it's wrapped around the store, it'll still only be 15 minutes.
Yeah, they're on it.
They are really quick in there, dude. Because I think I had a buddy in high school work there. He's like, yeah, before you're even hired on, you have to know the menu and everything. Like, they have you take a test to even get a job there. So I'm like,
But it works.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's it's a bunch of high schoolers and they kill it, man. I love them.
Yeah, they all hate their jobs. They make great ice cream, dude.
yeah, dude. I tell you what, I worked at Hy-Vee.
Give it that salty kick that everyone looks for.
The suffering of children.
Yeah, you got to make other people suffer every once in a while. I'm just saying.
But
$7 an hour.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, just bare minimum wage, if that. It's all
Yeah, they're lucky.
Yeah. Just get paid. You get one large per shift. One large
just
code.
vanilla. You can't add anything. It's just vanilla.
Just terrible. Oh my god. But no, yeah, so Whitey's. Okay. Do we have any local steakhouses? Johnny's Steakhouse isn't local.
I don't know if it is. It might be.
I think there's one in Des Moines.
Yeah, nothing that sticks out to me. We don't have enough people with money here to do steakhouses.
We have
There's a lot of really, really good Mexican food.
That's
Yes.
I mean, that's just an absolute staple here, dude.
Anywhere, any restaurant you go around here.
100%. I mean, yeah, you can hit pretty much any Mexican joint in the Quad Cities and have a great experience. I think we have a lot of good Chinese restaurants.
Yep.
I mean, there's a good variety, which is what I like around here. I mean, back in the day, the railroad came through here, so I mean, there was just tons of people that flooded this area, and that we just have food from all over.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we also had the biggest Midwest arsenal.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's nice. That's where
Oh.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to get a job after graduation, or maybe 5 years down the road from now. Because right now, I don't know if I said this last podcast, but I'm finishing up my cybersecurity engineering degree. Then I'm looking. I haven't applied yet, but I'm looking at this John Deere cybersecurity development program where they're like, hey, work with us 2 to 3 years, and we'll psych you through 2 to 3 different jobs in cybersecurity, and there you go. And
That's a good opportunity.
Yeah, so getting to work with hacking and then securing systems, and I honestly, from 9 a.m. this morning until maybe an hour ago, I've been working on this little programming lab where we have to, I don't know if you guys know what Caesar's cipher is, but it's where you take the alphabet and you can shift it by however many characters you want. So it's
imagine
if you shift it by 1, A equals B, B equals C, C equals Z, stuff like that. And yeah, so we're learning cipher stuff like that, but now I'm having to code it.
Yeah.
So figuring out how to do a Caesar cipher, then you could do a cipher where it's A equals N, N equals C, C equals F, stuff like that, and it's all based on the English language frequency character analysis in the ciphertext. Then you have your bigrams, how many times does TH occur, or IT, or OR, stuff that's very common. So it's then you're trying to figure out the substitutions for different letters. Dude, I have spent since 9 in the morning working on this. But
hey, we're probably a nice break then from that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, trust me, this was imagine roofing in the summer in Texas, and your boss says, hey, we're getting off work early and going down to the water park. That's the relief I'm having for this podcast.
So glad we could be your water park, man. That's
Yeah, this was the sprinkler shower thing in the little kiddie area. This is perfect.
Top notch of mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Waterfall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Very, very low effort, very fun time. Yeah. But
That's what we're all about.
yeah.
Low effort.
Yeah.
that's our band motto, actually.
Yeah. Keep it on.
Low effort mixes, low effort riffs. Everything's low effort, but it sounds sexy as hell. That's the motto. You gotta just make. That's actually the impressive thing. Like bands like Beartooth, super easy riffs, but they punch hard. I don't know how.
Catchy. I've always thought, like, I love tech, like, fast stuff and crazy
Yeah.
shredding and everything, but I do think that you need to have, something to break it up, because eventually, especially to the general listener, it becomes white noise after a while if you're just going crazy, crazy, crazy all the time. So I think there is a balance on being able to find that, like, you got to find a groove and some people can bounce to, and then you can, throw that stuff in and have fun. But, there's definitely something to trying to write something catchy or something that'll get stuck in someone's head. And, I think Benjamin here does that very well. Works on me.
Works on you.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get some brownie points for something.
Yeah.
Right.
Just after the podcast. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah.
You must have to be somewhere around my house.
We're very close. How did you know?
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? We can talk about anything. I just don't know what your guys' time limit is.
No, I don't think. I mean, we've
Wide open, baby.
we've covered pretty much a good amount. Upcoming shows. We got the Lividity on Friday, Fit for an Autopsy on the 21st.
Oh yeah, you guys are opening up for them. That's gonna be awesome, man.
So
Yeah.
excited.
Then we got the shows. We got the lyric video that just dropped. The new single should be out hopefully in 2 or 3 weeks. We're getting new merch as well for Witch Hunt and the Four Winds shirt as well.
Nice.
So we have new higher quality merch we're bringing in.
What articles of clothing are you gonna have for Witch Hunt merch?
Right now it's just shirts, but we are looking into. We really want to do some shorts eventually, some like athletic shorts, and it'd be nice to get some hoodies as well. It's fall weather, so we have some already. Just we don't have any Witch Hunt hoodies at the moment.
If you did a Witch Hunt hat, I would be very. I'm a big hat guy.
That would
That's
be
like
cool, yeah.
yeah.
Hats are also on the bill. We just got to find a good way to. Oh yeah, pun intended. We just got to find a good outlet to go through to do the hat.
Yeah. Well, reach out to some like smaller like deathcore bands. Like just start looking at what smaller deathcore bands have hats. Be like, hey, how did you guys get with so and so, or what do you guys recommend?
I've got a couple people in line for the more interesting merch. So that
Nice.
should be coming down the pipe as well. So.
Yeah. Hold my words to this. Let me know when you need the money for it. I want the first. Make a Witch Hunt hat. I will pay whatever it needs to be.
Done deal, dude.
We got it.
We got them for $1,000, and
All right. Maybe sub like $50.
No, you'll be the first one to know, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If it's like if it has to be like custom printed, my limit's like $50, but that would be really sick. A one and done Witch Hunt hat. Oh my god, that just make me feel special.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but no, I think I lost Alex. Alex gave me a free doppelganger beanie, and I feel like a terrorist for losing it, man. It's like I don't know where it went. I feel so bad. I've never gotten free merch in my life. Maybe I don't need a hat. I've lost 2 hats in like the last 2 months, but one was self-inflicted. I was drinking Smirnoff Ice at a driving range with my buddy, and I left my hat out there, and still don't have it.
Maybe we'll get you a blank hat, like a test hat. See how you do with that.
Yeah,
one.
you can take care of
I'm
that.
driving, yeah. Oh,
And
that's
if you
awesome.
lose it, we're going to send you one that says bitch hunt on it. So it'll be the same, but
Perfect.
unfortunately, you don't get the actual one.
We can sell you some hat insurance as well. We'll give you the 1-year coverage. You just pay a $50 deductible. We'll get you all the hats you need.
Sick premium stuff.
Perfect. This is see, now we're talking business, man. This is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. This is
So
how serious you like to get.
you guys know it would be neat if you did unique merch that no one else really did.
Dude, we literally have a list of like I have a list in my phone of like interesting merch we want to do, and like the basics are like fanny pack, socks. We want to do dog T-shirts. I'd love to get like a baby onesie or something, but like we definitely want to get creative and just have some fun stuff that you might not see at a bunch of concerts. Just something goofy.
And you guys could always just do like a buy order type deal, and that might end up being cost a little bit more, like as a consumer, but just having the availability, like the designs and stuff, and having the context to, maybe on a short notice, be like, hey, I need one thing printed of this. You know what I mean? That'd be super nice. Like, the second band I had on Artifice, they have like custom shoes.
Oh, sick. That's awesome.
Yeah, and when it's like just like the super cheapest thing of Vans you could get, but it's custom, it's still like only $50-$60. I don't know how they're able to, manufacture for that cheap, and they even sell for a profit margin. But hey, figure it out and do something, man. I would just like, I don't know, stuff that people would just be like, no way someone's gonna buy that because it looks so stupid. But you never know, man. People bought NFTs.
Yeah, of course. 100%. I mean, there's something for everyone, and like, I don't know, I'm kind of a novelty person. If I went to a band show and I saw they had like some silly, goofy merch, of course I'm gonna buy it, like just for the sake of it being silly, goofy merch. Like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure on the list somewhere, I would love to just print our name on condoms and just hand them out to people. It's just a funny thing. You keep it around your house, and then you're gonna look at it and be like, oh yeah, this was funny or something. Like, just goofy stuff like that.
Interesting merch is definitely also on the way. The more stuff we do, the more money we invest. Like we were talking earlier, the more stuff we can get. So it's definitely in the plan.
What do you guys have out for merch right now?
Right now we have one design of shirt in a myriad of colors. We have mugs.
Actually,
we have
you know
shot
what?
glasses.
Do you know the title of your guys' website?
If you just go to the LinkTree emptygraves, there should be a merch link on there.
LinkTree emptygraves. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, because I have this on my main screen now, so I'm showing this on the podcast episode. I'll just like demo off the merch. Yeah, so we have. Is this you guys? Yeah, it is. Okay, there's the logo. I saw Theo, the end is nigh, T.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, we have the mug, we have the shot glasses.
I'll let you guys share your stuff. I'll just share the screen.
Hell yeah. Thanks, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm setting you guys up. There we go. Okay.
My man.
Oh, I don't think I put
donate now. There's a donate now button.
Yes, there. Nope, we have the shirt and we have hoodies. I just don't have them on there yet. And then we have shot glasses and mugs at the moment. So
nice. Look at this.
Yes, there.
Was this taken at Skylark?
Yes, it is. Yep.
I was gonna be like, that looks very familiar.
Yep.
Oh, that's tight, dude. That's a very nice little design.
Thanks, man.
Those are all handmade by us too.
Really?
These new ones we sent out for, but those are all us.
Yep, handmade in my basement.
Damn right.
No, dude, this is... So how did you design the... I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, but just like... It was... I don't know. I see like people doing like iPad art and like exporting it from there. So is this what this is, or...
Yeah, yep, it's iPad art, and then you take the PNG, you take it down to like UPS or FedEx or whatever, and or Kinko's, Office Max, and you can have them print out like a like an overhead projector, like a transparent piece of plastic with just the logo on there, and then you can burn that into a screen, with some emulsion, and then boom, you wash it off, and you got your logo on a screen.
That's sick, man.
If anyone's looking to do homemade merch, and it works really well as long as you're a solid team and you just do them all together, you can get a lot done.
What does this contact us do?
I think it literally sends us an email.
Is this for like booking or?
Yeah, it can be as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Or hate mail, whatever. If you want to talk.
Okay, check this out, Ryan. I won't do my entire last name. Not on the podcast. I'll have to like blur that or something. Unplugged, unmuted at gmail.com. You guys are freaking awesome. Love you. Half homo. How about that?
Oh yeah, man.
Thanks, buddy.
There we go.
Just for a rainy day and then open it.
Yeah.
It's true, yeah.
Whenever you're feeling down, you'll have one kind of fan mail.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, we'll take it. You're our first, man. We appreciate you.
Really? The first email?
Think so? Well, first fan mail, yeah. We've had a couple.
Really?
We've had a couple people looking at us for booking and stuff, but yeah, we appreciate it, buddy.
First fan mail. That makes me feel awesome, man. That's sweet.
I'm gonna print it.
I forgot last time, but I know Chase just kind of recently joined the band.
Yep.
Chase, did you do the bass on Witch Hunt?
I did not. No, I don't think I'll be on any of this upcoming stuff, but I of course will be on the next stuff. All the stuff is pretty much already stemmed out.
I think almost everything on Witch Hunt is me, other than the vocals.
Really?
Yeah, like literally all of it except the vocals.
Oh, I thought you said including the vocals.
Nope, that's the one thing I didn't have to do.
Okay.
Oh, I did have vocals on it. I lied. I also did.
The skit.
I also did vocals on
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Are you guys trying to have skits kind of like be your thing, or are you just trying to do some goofy element in?
Well, not exclusively, and I also didn't want to force it. We're fun live with sound clips and stuff, and we definitely like incorporating that into the music. And if it's funny or if I think I just thought it was hilarious, so I put it in there.
Yeah.
And no one knew I did it. I just sent them the track and said deal with it. But no, if it's a funny idea, a clever idea, a badass sound clip, a skit. That's the first one we have with a skit. Actually, a lot of them are just sound clips, but I had considered doing skits before. But yeah, if it's relevant and it's funny and it just comes to me or us, they're definitely going in. So
yeah. I really like stuff that's just really outside the box. Like, I don't know if you guys listen to, like, dubstep at all, but Midnight Tyrannosaurus, and maybe this is just because I'm a Borderlands fan, but he had, like, little sound bites of the characters from Borderlands in, like, some of his breakdowns. And I'm like, that is so freaking sick, man. And he even had... Do you guys play Borderlands at all?
I have, yeah.
Do you guys know kind of, like, the whole thing with Krieg, the Psycho Bandit from Borderlands 2?
Yeah.
He had, like, a whole song was, like, the plot of Krieg fighting the voice in his head. And I'm like, that is so sick, man. Just for, like, the little gamer community, it's like, hey, here you go get my song on a gaming playlist. It was just,
I will say we have also considered delving into the world of video games as well, so.
Oh, for, like, sound bites and stuff?
Yep, because we do movies, we've done the skits, we do those, but... Chase definitely also had the idea to start using some popular video game references as well, which is just it's right in our ether. So
yeah, do stuff that makes you happy, man. I mean, at the end of the day, if people aren't like super receptive to it, you'd almost rather have that, but be happy with what you make, and you're like, I'm proud of this. I don't need 10,000 people telling me my music's awesome. Maybe just like 3 people that are just like feral for it. And that could just be you guys. It's like, if you guys love what you make, obviously that's going to cut down your budget if it's just you guys. But if it's something that just really helps mental health at the end of the day, keep following it. Even if, like, it doesn't grow into something like Attila or, something huge, right? I don't like when people give up. You know what I mean? I know there can be financial reasons, but obviously without those... I don't see any reason to give up on something you love. You know what I mean?
We definitely have no plans of doing that. We're still pretty new as well, so it's only up from here. And maybe we could do the podcast again in a year or two or something.
Whenever you guys, absolutely. Whenever you guys, actually, I've been throwing around this idea of Saints Can Lie and Isaac from the World Is Quiet Here, and like, because he's trying to release an album soon with his band, and I'm like, you know how sick it would be? And as I go like higher up with like more well-known bands that might have labels and stuff, like Signs of the Swarm, I know they just got signed with Century Media, but if bands like I have DMCA access to kind of like stream stuff on this podcast, I would fucking love to do like a whole like live album listen through. And I don't know how yet, but like with like let's say you guys release an album, I would want it so it's like you guys could pause or do whatever with the video, like rewind something, like, hey, we want to talk about this part real quick, or I can pause and be like, oh, that was super sick. What was this inspiration? You know what I mean? Like that would be awesome.
Oh, we could definitely do that.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot. Yeah, but no, I will absolutely be in touch about that. You guys need to let me know when you are wanting to do that, and whether it be you want to have the thing released with the album drop. That's totally up to you guys.
Oh yeah, we could definitely do that. Yeah,
because I've had other close friends that you could probably guess share stuff unreleased with me, and they're like, yeah, and so I get the whole idea. It's like, obviously don't post anywhere, don't share it, whatever. So, but yeah,
that'd be great. We'll definitely do that.
Yeah, I think that'd be super sick. So that'd almost be like a little documentary of recording the album in a different way. But
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, like I said, do the little clips and stuff and make like a montage, like the whole creation process with your guys' music. I love it. I love it. I love it almost when a band just kind of, you know, it's like MIA off social media for like a week or two, and then just come out with something like fucking awesome. Like, yeah, it's like I don't know if you guys remember when Kim Jong-un just kind of went MIA for like 9 days, then he just came back out of nowhere, and people were like, "Where did you like?"
Oh yeah, they thought it was like dead or whatever.
Yeah.
He dropped that fire song, and I was just like, banger, dude.
That mixtape was hot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but no, absolutely. I will stay in touch with you guys and keep me updated about the hats, man, because I will buy one. I want to buy the first one signed with the date.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up tonight.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
Do you prefer a flat bill or like a normal baseball hat?
Whatever you guys, it's your guys' merch. I personally like flat bills better, but the Signs of Swarm one that I sadly lost was also like a dad hat, like Brock's wearing.
Sweet. No, well, I'm gonna look into that tonight, man. So
sweet. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys being on here. And if you got any last messages, general goodness of the world, or if whatever message you want to spread, like let's say this is like your deathbed, but you could control something in the world with your words, what would it be?
Delete my browser history. Classic.
Delete it. Remove it from existence.
We'll go with that. Delete our history and stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Stay tuned for something. I'll let you guys each do one if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Besides, stay tuned. Be nice to people. Take your shopping cart back. Don't be on the phone if you're talking to a service person at a counter. And besides that, stay tuned for more jams and be nice.
Yeah, just like he said, use your turn signal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Corey Taylor.
Also, if you're a drummer, hit us up.
Oh, yes, we do need a drummer.
We do need a full-time
Our drummer's a computer named Kyle right now.
Yep.
A computer named Kyle. Dude, reach out to, I don't know, get on TikTok. Get on TikTok and look for people. Like, yeah. Dude, just shoot for the stars like I did, honestly. Like, I reached out to the home team, like, hey, you guys want to do a podcast episode? They're like, yeah. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? You know, it's just
man,
like...
I'm trying to get Luke Holland, but he won't.
I was going to say, we were talking about Luke guy.
Yeah, some Luke dude, but yeah, whatever, He's a bozo anyway.
Yeah. Dude, I want to say Luke put metal drums back on the scene.
No, yeah, he's definitely like one of the biggest in the scene right now. He's doing really good.
Yeah.
When he very first came out, I was like, oh, this guy's not even that good. He's just flipping his sticks. And then, he started really doing some stuff, and I was like, all right, he's really good. Damn it.
Yeah.
And he did, 3 of my favorite albums of all time with different bands, and I was like, damn it, he's the best.
Yeah. Especially his song Tendinitis with Jason Richardson.
Good.
That's... I just listen to that song, and... my wrists start hurting. I'm like, I cannot imagine playing the guitar that Jason does, dude. I don't get it.
That new song they just did is just ridiculous, dude. It's just 8 minutes of ignorance.
What is it called? I need to check it out.
It's like Pumbaa Chew. I hope I'm saying that properly.
I'm going to use my speech to letters intuition and try and spell that and find it on Spotify. And then I'll do a little edit over with the asterisk text for however it's supposed to be.
Music video for it, so it should be easy to find.
All right, I'm gonna do my best on that, but no, I absolutely appreciate you guys being back on here with short notice. You guys are absolute saints for not coming from my head and not witch hunting me. I appreciate it.
Right, of course. We're coming for your head, but only to put a hat on it. I promise.
Only to put a hat on it. I appreciate it. But no, absolutely, I appreciate you guys. And I know we just listened to the whole thing of Witch Hunt, and like kind of my thing is with like the opener is to like, you know, like demo a little thing. What do you guys want as the little clip in the intro?
I would say probably the little section of the sketch and then part of the verse after that, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Just that. And you guys have been truly awesome. I love having you guys on here, and I love to work with you guys again.
Like, yeah, same thing, man. And we'll be back when we do that album, and we'll get that private listening live reaction too. So
That'd be sweet.
I'm gonna feel like a princess from Game of Thrones. It's gonna be awesome. Be like, do not touch me. You know, just holier than thou. But no, you guys, like I said, you guys are freaking awesome. And I know you guys are still little, but this is a project that, like, if this was a stock, like a penny stock, I'd probably put like $100 on it. And
Yeah.
Hey man, we're growing pretty good.
Watch take it to the moon, baby.
Well, I'm gonna see what your guys' numbers are on Spotify real quick. I know this might be like a why did I just look up Spotify on Spotify, dude? I start talking and I can't type. You know what I mean? But empty graves. Let's see these numbers. Do you guys 690? That's good. That's infinitely better than I got, man.
Yep. I think Witch Hunt's almost up to $2,000. 4 Winds is over 2,000, and we've only had those out, 2 or 3 months. So, and we've got a big increase. 700's pretty good, and our likes are above almost 1,100 on Facebook. So
I think we were at 200 before Witch Hunt came out.
Yeah, I mean, really? we've gained like 600 or 700 since Witch Hunt. So
wow, that's nice.
And the next song will be even kind of crazier than that. So it's gonna be good on the way up from here. So you got us at a good time.
Oh, I know it. So I guess one last type of thing I have for you guys is like, I don't know how much metrics mean for you guys, but one thing that Dave was telling me from Sentinels is like, I think they're at like 20 to 30,000 right now for monthly listeners. But when their last album came out, they peaked at like 71,000. So it's like, maybe if you're really just focused on the metrics, and I know that kind of helps with getting gigs and stuff, maybe just do the single stuff for a while until you have an album, then you just package it all together and just
that's the plan. So
yeah. And it's like, I know as a consumer, like this is kind of like a turd thing to admit. I know it's gonna seem like being what is it? Like not considerate of other people, egotistical or something. I don't know, but it's like I hate when the same songs and singles are like on an album rather than just like an alone thing. Just because like it's less new stuff for me to listen to than I was hoping for, but at the same time, I'd rather almost just have like a totally great album than a totally crap album. You know what I mean? It's like, if I knew Witch Hunt was going to be on the future album, and I would almost guess more than likely that's how you guys will have it.
Nope.
But okay. All right, well, I guess I was wrong.
The new album is going to be completely, not completely different, but I am going to switch to an 8-string for the new one. No, it's the production's going to be higher, and it's going to be a whole different album. We have, I think it's 3 or 4 more singles that will be released as singles, and then we're going to come out with an actual brand new album of new material with no repeats. So, Witch Hunt's, she's her own girl. She can stand on her own 2 legs.
Right, that's right.
The new album's going to be a lot different.
Witch Hunt was with the Fender?
Yep.
Oh my god. You know what? Okay, so here's like a little sketch idea, and this is just an idea. Nothing even has to come into fruition from this. But it'd be cool if you like started a riff that was maybe in the higher note register, and then Brock could be like, "Is that the Fender?" And you're like, "Nope," and then just kick it down to like super crazy binary. I don't know, man. Just that's an idea. Just goofy stuff like that. But
it's coming, man. I'm looking forward to the album a lot. So
I am too if I get a private listen. But no, either way, I'm totally supportive of you guys. And for anyone listening that has not heard of Empty Graves, and I would assume 99%, unless Thad listens. but
Yeah,
yeah.
buddy.
Oh yeah, no, Thad's an awesome dude. I'm trying to get him to go to that Monuments concert with me, but I'm going. If you guys are playing the same day, you guys playing this Friday, aren't you?
Yeah, same day.
I'm gonna tell him do not come to Iowa City. You have to support Empty Graves,
Yeah,
unless
we're
he
gonna
really
see
wants
that.
to. Yeah, you just I'll be like. I'm like, Ben told me you can't come to Iowa City. You're just simply not allowed.
Family, man.
That's right.
How much are tickets Friday?
I believe 10, somewhere in there. I
10?
haven't even
Oh,
looked.
that ain't
It might
nothing.
be online, 12 at the door, or something like that.
That ain't bad. That really ain't bad. No, since this is coming out, oh my god. Well, so crazy thing is tomorrow I'm not like really free from like 9 a.m. till like 7 p.m. So it's like I don't know if I'll be able to edit this. So I'm gonna try. It just depends what homework I have to do tomorrow. But then Wednesday I have class until 10 a.m. Then I have career fair like 12 to 5. So I'm gonna try to get this out Wednesday. Latest case scenario, Thursday, and then I'm going to, from there, send the link to everyone, and anyone that's in the Quad Cities, I'll be like, hey, Friday, Village Theater, Empty Graves, I demand you to go.
We appreciate it, man. We got to fill that room.
I know. Wouldn't that be crazy? How big is the Village Theater? I haven't been at that venue yet.
I think it sits 250. It's it's an actual theater with a stage, so it's actually pretty open. So pretty big.
Is that the one downtown? No, it's not.
Yeah, in the village across from 9th Street.
Mm-hmm. You think being from the Quad Cities, I know what 9th Street is, or like the general. Yeah.
It's 11th Street.
11th Street precinct, yeah, not 9th Street.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
See, but it's like personally, I'm from like the Bluegrass area, so I'm like good with navigating around there. It's like I drive into Davenport. I'm like, I don't like this. I'll just go on the interstate, because I'm a small town baby, not used to city traffic. But what I mean.
Same. I mean, I live in Moline. The moment I cross over to Iowa, I'm lost. It's just 10 minutes from my house. So there's no idea.
You're like, oh, you're like a little kid in Walmart who lost his parents, but no. But yeah, I'm not going to keep you guys captive any longer. I feel like I'm not trying to bleed you guys out over there, It's about dinner time, man. Go get some good food and stuff.
Yeah, right?
Actually, we got to have band practice.
Yeah.
Band practice.
We're eating jams tonight. That's what we're eating.
Yep.
Band practice and then Whitey's. How about that? You can be wrapped around the building.
Exactly.
100%.
But no, I appreciate you guys being on here. Go check out Empty Graves on Spotify. Go buy some merch. Go support them. Go start a Kickstarter for them so they can get Snoop Dogg on the new album.
100%. Let's go.
God.
That would be legendary. I think, would that be Snoop Dogg's first metal appearance?
No, I don't think it'd be his first. He's definitely done something.
Yeah, he's done a couple things, but this would definitely be his heaviest.
This would be his project. Yeah.
I mean, easy would be the heaviest. So, I mean, that's something that I know he's been talking about wanting to do. He said he wants more slam. So, yeah. He's been looking to get into some breakdowns. So,
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he's Snoop Lion for a while. He wants to be Snoop Bear and do some growls.
Snoop Tooth.
Like you're not trolling right now.
No, we're fucking with you.
I'm so sorry.
No, I was like,
no, man.
No,
never
dude.
know.
I thought you guys were serious about Snoop Dogg trying to get into like the heavier scene. Like, dude, that'd be awesome, man. I just can't imagine.
That's definitely where the money is, not
Right.
right.
Yes. Absolutely.
The money's all in metal, man. Didn't you know? Didn't you know even small Quad Cities band, they're millionaires?
Oh,
Yeah.
no deal.
Yeah. No,
One
yeah.
short like Lollapalooza, man. You never know.
That's true. And even Signs the Swarm, who'd they just get? The Summer Breeze, something over in Germany? The big summer festival? Yeah, they're getting to do that next year. I don't know, maybe a couple of years you guys will be there. It all just depends on... Yeah, I'm rooting for you guys. Make it over there. Make it over there. Go do good things, and I appreciate you guys, and I will officially unlock the handcuffs of this Discord call.
Hell yeah. Sounds good, man.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you.